Welcome to another episode of Providence Threads. And in this season, as you've been following along, we are talking about the multiplication of disciples and leaders and church plants. We want to participate in the kingdom of God and be about our Father's business. Today, we have somebody who needs no introduction at all. If you're connected to Providence, it's Leo, and I won't say Ojida. It's Ojeda.
There you go. Nice.
Our worship leader and just a passionate lover of Jesus and his family. Leo, thanks for sitting down just to have a conversation today, because really what we want to talk about is the multiplication of worship leaders, musicians, singers, and it's not just for the heart of having a robust experience here at Providence, but it's for the equipping and sending.
Yep.
But to get to that heart, I want Providence to get to know a little bit more about who is Leo and how was Leo shaped and formed. So take us back to some of those earlier years of when God's starting to implant about worship leading in your heart.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Love it. Such an honor. Let's go back a little bit. I think,
All the way back to Chile?
All the way back to Chile. And when I was a kid, I didn't grow up in a Christian home. So my dad he wasn't a follower of Jesus. And my mom didn't want to do anything with church.
Oh, wow.
And just because, I don't know, she just didn't have a good experience, I think. But we found Jesus out of desperation. What do I mean by that is like our family was a home where we had a lot of, it wasn't functional. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
Lots of dealings with things. My dad was alcoholic. And so him and my mom wouldn't have a good relationship. I grew up in a violent home. And so basically my mom just like get to a point that she's like, I can't do this anymore.
I need something to change. I need Jesus.
And
so how old are you at this point?
I'm funny thing. I grew up in a town called Osorno, which is like this side, probably a little bigger than Holland. And then my mom's a teacher. But she used to, for many years, actually she still does, works in rural schools.
Okay.
In the country. So I was born in the city. And then I was taken to the country.
Okay.
Basically, I lived in the country, grew up till I was 12 years old. So
when mom's starting to seek out Jesus out of desperation, you're what?
I was already in the wild country.
But you're 12 years old, 13?
I was probably 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what happened is like when I started realizing this, that my mom was doing this. Before that, I was still in her belly. All right. This was a process of years. Right?
Yep.
And anyway, because of my mom, I found Jesus, basically. And we started seeing that he was working in our family. It was like God used the church tremendously for our family to become better. And then it's a long story with my dad. He still found Jesus at the very last days he had.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So then grew up with music around the house a lot, and like not Christian music, like lots of rock, Woodstock and Led Zeppelin and just
American influence.
Yes,
okay.
Lots of it. That's funny. Like a lot of, you're gonna laugh about this, but lots of songs that sometimes I hear like, oh, that's what I said, because I never got.
You know what? I have that same thing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't understand but they're great melodies. Anyway, so there was always music around. My dad was very musical too, and he would play acoustic guitar.
Okay.
So then my brother learned how to play, and then my brother taught me how to play guitar. And I was like around 8 years old when I started, And then years later, my dad, we had to ask him to leave home because he didn't get better. And so then we moved back to the city when I was around 11, 12 years old.
Okay.
And then the next year, 13 years old, I still remember, a youth pastor came and said, hey, I'm wondering if you can be a part of our team, So I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm going to come pick you up. I know you can't drive now, of course.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll come pick you guys up, me and my brother. and then just, do you know how to
And
play an
and a part
instrument?
of the team was to be a part of the worship team.
For the worship team, that's right.
Okay.
And he's like, "Do you play an instrument?" I said, "I don't. I play a little guitar." Uh, and they're like, "We need a bass player." I'm like, "I don't know how to play the bass." So they gave me a bass, and I put it to the wrong side. I remember it's like, anyway, I messed up a lot. But those were the years that I wanted to be there so bad, because I felt like the church again was helping my
It
family.
was family for
It
you.
was like a refuge
Yeah.
where I could come and feel like this is not chaos. This is like people are so nice. People are loving us and all of that. And I love music.
But I loved that it was a leader who just did the simple invite.
Right.
Come join us. Come be a part of this.
Yeah. So then I stayed there. And then 3 years later, 3.5 years, started leading worship, you know, with youth and summer camps and all of that. And then 16, 17 years old, I felt like God was just like making me feel in my heart, which I didn't know what it was then.
Yep.
Like, I should do this for life, for my whole life, you know? And that somebody told me that's kind of like a calling you have in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what does that even mean? Like, what's a calling? Right?
Yeah.
So it was like something that I feel like the Holy Spirit like kind of hugged me. I don't know, like
Yep.
took me, like embraced me. And so me and my mom were the only ones at that time. My brother, my sister, they're older than me. They wanted nothing to do with it, the church. And my brother is better singer, like 10 times. And so I would constantly invite them. Anyway, being part of youth ministry, and then on Sundays, I got to experience many different things. And then one of my mentors, which I will see this year, I'm very excited. He's like 76 probably right now.
Were you given a mentor right away? Like when you're doing this with the youth pastor, and how did you get connected with this mentor?
So he was the lead pastor.
Oh, okay.
He just invested in me. He saw what we went through,
Mm-hmm.
and actually what we were going through.
Yeah.
And many times I would be with him. My dad would show up drunk and try to be like, "What are you doing here?" and all of that. And he saw all of that.
Yeah.
And so he came around, the pastor, and he always says, I never been a kids pastor at PK, but I've been like with him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, "I'm going to adopt you."
Yeah.
And that's what he did. And so years later, he offered me a position at church. I was probably 19, 20. And I was so excited, I remember. I'm like, I'm finally going to get to do this like official, I'm going to lead worship. I'm just going to do this and that. And all of a sudden we sit down, and the job was to answer the phone, to clean the bathrooms. But I saw opportunity.
And he's teaching you humility and service.
And I saw opportunity because I said, well, this is good. Kind of stinks a little bit, but
literally.
Like, yeah. And then he goes like, "No, but you still get to lead worship." It's just like this. And he journeyed with me for many years till today. And he's one of my mentors. I got all them once. I think it's important to have mentors in life. But,
yeah. Well, I want to we've had a previous podcast with Scott Gurink, and we were talking specifically that every believer has a calling on their heart.
Yeah.
And we have many people who just kind of attend and aren't aware of that calling. Mm-hmm. And some it could be a worship leader, but some it's just serve in this way, right? Or be this type of person. So I love you kind of highlighting that of your story. Mm-hmm. But it's also simple. Again, sometimes we overcomplicate things, right?
Yeah.
It's just hey, come be a part of this.
Right.
And then it's maybe a more mature Christian to be able to say, hey, just come to my office and let's hang out and let's open up scripture together and you're like, that's a mentor. And that person's just saying, I'm just living out my calling.
Yeah.
Right? So I love how we're hearing repeatable stories that, again, aren't so complicated that anybody listening to this can invest in, can do themselves.
So good. I agree with that. I think feeling noticed, that word, noticed,
That's a big thing for you.
It's a big thing, and for anybody that is like, when I, this is just my own perspective. Calling, worship is a part of it.
Yep.
I think I'm called to the kingdom, his bride,
Yep.
to serve his bride. Today I'm playing the guitar. One day, and I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen, right? I'm just going to keep my hands open and say, Lord, help me understand every day what does it mean? And, like you learn throughout the years. And one thing I'm learning more and more is that to just have that being open.
Yep.
And say, Lord, you have given me this gift to lead worship, to help others connect with him through worship. But it's bigger than that. It's like, with this mentor that I was mentioning, we visited people. We did a lot of pastoral work, basically funerals and sick people. It wasn't just worship. I learned so much.
He taught you just how to have a pastoral heart. Yeah.
Even the side of finances. It's like he was very like, keep to your receipts. So I was talking with Lisa. I was like, there's two things. He's like, always take care of yourself and who you talk to.
Yeah.
In especially in a godly way. And then keep your receipts. He's like, finances and all of that. Be honoring and all of that. So I think he discipled me. He kind of big part of like what I am today has to do a lot with him.
We look forward to meeting him later this year.
And he's an evangelist. So he's very passionate, driven, and he's like, there's always something to do. He's like, God is not done with us.
Yeah,
there's something better. So like, if you feel like he's finished with you, he's not. So, and today, 2026, how I said, I'm living the calling in the area God still has me.
Yeah.
Right. I think one day in the future, I probably will still doing the same thing in a different area, like, or maybe God calls me to be a pastor. Who knows? Like right now, I feel like I'm in the right place, the right moment.
Yeah.
But one thing that has always been in my heart is like, how do you pass the baton?
Yeah.
To someone, the spotlight, right? And it is to be shared, is to bring other in. The more we are, I tell our team, hey, you got a friend, you got somebody, bring him in.
Yep.
The more we are, the best. There is this, sometimes that makes me sad that there is people don't want to share. Where it's like, this is my precious. Like the movie, what's Lord of the Rings, like only mine. No.
Yeah. No, give it away.
No. In collaboration, I know you and I, we talk about that a lot. I'm passionate about how do we do it in such a way that we make Jesus known through what we're doing, not just on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Or not even in the week here where we are at, we get to be a Providence, but how are we connecting with those around our city, and how are we collaborating? So, and I think, but where we are at, giving the best we can and serving and growing where we're at, it's a good start.
Yeah.
And this year, we have gotten to have more worship at the youth here.
Yeah.
Like with Allison, I'm importing to Allison. Allison is one of our interns.
Yep.
I call her residents sometimes. Yep. In Aaron and Tech. So both of them, we've been working and serving. And what majority of part of her role is to invest in youth. And I've been journeying alongside her. But then again, I love what you said. It's like, how do we equip, right? And then how do we empower?
Yes.
So it's like, I always think about the three things, like equip, right? Empower, and then let go, release.
Send, go.
Send, right.
In the church multiplication world, we'll often talk about being the hero maker. And the story is everyone knows Batman, but it's Alfred who really helps make Batman, right? And I see that growing more and more in you as well of, I want to equip and let them go.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a parent is listening to this right now,
Yeah.
or maybe one of our young people. What would you just say to somebody who's like, that maybe they've picked up a guitar and strummed a little bit and they can play a basic song.
Mm-hmm.
What would you invite them to do, or what's the next step? Because again, one of the things that we want to continue to call out
Yeah.
is everyone has to understand
Right.
their calling.
Right.
Everyone has giftings to be able to bring back into the church.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say church, I'm not just saying Providence in the four walls. I'm talking about the church, the kingdom into the community. Bring your best self, bring your gifting to the world.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody who might be from a worship standpoint?
Yeah. I always encourage people to take steps. The first one would be, obviously, if you are around, come talk to me. I don't bite. I would love to get to know you.
Yep.
Hear your dreams. Again, it's in the making process throughout the years. I wasn't ready when they called me, invited me
Yep.
to be a part of it, right? So it's I think understanding the process of it and being willing. I think I would say first, the door is always open, but I can't do it for you. You
Yep.
gotta do it.
You gotta put in the
take
work in.
step.
Yeah.
You gotta practice. I spent hours practicing till my finger hurt, and I didn't own a guitar or a bass till I was 21. It was literally a broken guitar I had at the house that I got in a fight with my sister once. She threw it at me, broke it. So anyway, I would just say take the step of just connecting first.
Yeah.
And if you are not here at Providence, you're listening at a different church, go and talk to your worship person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if God, you feel like, has given you a gift, don't hide it. Just like,
Yeah.
the talents and all of that. What do you do with it? What's in your hand? When God asked Moses, what's in your hand? He had,
The staff.
right? It's always like that, right?
Yeah.
Use it. So what is in your hands right now that you can use to be able to serve the bride of Jesus? And then again, it's just the first part of amazing things that could come afterwards. I have gotten to serve in different places, different countries too.
Yeah.
And just because I said yes to the invite.
Take me back to you're a young kid. This youth pastor comes and says you want to be a part of the team. I got to imagine you're like, who, me? I'm from a broken home. Life's a mess. Like I got nothing to offer, right? I mean, are you processing that? So how did you take that step to say, I'll check it out? Was that more out of desperation as well? Just like I'm looking for something more foundational and secure? Or how did you take that step?
Really honest, I was so nervous. But I knew I had to take the step because deep inside my heart, I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I was a little hesitant, because I'm like, I'm not good enough. First thing, comparison.
Yeah.
Look at that person.
Yeah.
They know what to do. And those are all like things that try to push you down. But it wasn't easy, but I took the step. And I think big part of it too is how are you, and this is for leaders around it, how are we inviting? How are we being real?
Yeah.
How are we saying, hey, you might not probably be the one great to play the guitar, but there's always something to do or opportunities you can get involved. As long as you want to, as long as we see, I saw a door open, and that is what I said before. And then it wasn't on him anymore. It wasn't me to say yes. And when you say yes, then, you just buckle up, right? You get to this roller coaster that it probably won't feel as great, but throughout the years, it's been growing on me more and more. And then, obviously, when you have an understanding that what you do is to serve the bride of Jesus, those are big words.
That's
it gives you
a big calling.
Till today, I'll be honest with you, every time I lead worship, I get nervous. Every time. And I move it into excitement.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose that because I have an understanding that I am so privileged that I get to
Keeps a humility and a posture of open hands.
And we get to serve the bride of Jesus. So that to me is like always there. And when you put that understanding throughout you will get it. But I think a first step, again, the door is open. Here at Providence, at least is open. And just come talk to me and we can journey together. You don't have to know it all.
Yep.
Have it all figured out.
So in closing, I'd love people to hear like your heart, how you envision or divine worship here at Providence and where, say, 5 years down from the road, that this is what I hope it looks like. Can you paint that picture for us?
I think taking the music aside for a little bit,
Yep.
I think it's the posture of our teams, having the heart to serve.
Yep.
And the understanding that, again, we are leading the bride in worship. Like I always say, I have gotten to play, nothing wrong with this, in different places that is not just music. Music is beautiful.
Yep.
Different songs in different places, right? But worship is so special.
Yeah.
It's a response, right, to who He is. But then we get to serve with what He has given us. So I think what I'm envisioning and dreaming is about this heart for people everybody, not just the ones on stage.
The whole congregation,
I
though.
love to call it creative team because it includes text, not just the worship team, right? Everything is worship. So having the understanding like, hey, worship is not just music. Worship is not just the guys that are up on stage. I get to do the cameras. I get to do the sound. I get to be at the door, right? Everything is worship. So having that culture, philosophy, mindset that is about serving the bride of Jesus and that is bigger than what you get to do, it's awesome. So I want the team that musically and all of that, of course, we got to play skillfully.
Sure.
Of course, we're not going to be perfect, but excellence still good.
Yeah.
It's like sloppiness is not good. Somebody said that once. I love it. It's just like, don't expect to be perfect, but also don't call it like, no, let's just do it like, no. Excellence is good.
Bring your best
right,
to the Lord.
Best. So we can, again, if you're coming for the first time and you want to learn, we can invest in you somehow. We can talk it out. But like, I think in 5 years from now, I want this to not just be 20. I want this to be 40. I don't know. More people, the best we are. The best, the bigger the team, the best.
Everyone understanding their calling.
Yeah.
Everyone using their gifting. A heart posture of I'm here to serve the bride of Christ. I want to be a part of that.
And that you belong.
Yeah.
Right? Do you belong? It doesn't matter if you are so good at playing the guitar or not. Or you belong to the family of, creative family of Providence, which is worship tech and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my heart. And then, I don't know, what the Lord leads us.
Well, the joy is day by day, we get to see what he desires.
Yeah.
Leo, I'm so pleased and excited that you're a part of the team. I love your heart.
Thank you.
Yes, you're a gifted musician, but put that aside. It's more the heart posture of just wanting to serve the bride of Christ. So again, if you're from Providence or if you're just taking a listen and you're thinking, I wonder if I have some of that gifting, please seek out a Leo or your local worship leader. Again, we believe that the church in the most healthiest ways is designed to continue to raise up new disciples, new leaders, to multiply what we have, even new ministries and new churches. But it takes everybody sitting in the seat to understand that every believer is a multiplier, every believer is a discipler. So grace and peace. Again, thank you for signing on to Providence Threads. We would invite you to pass this along to friends and family, to hit like, help us share this message that God desires us to multiply. Grace and peace. We'll see you at the next episode.